Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Virtual Learning System of Pakistan International School, Taif. Class 6. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students of Class 6, we are here in lecture number 11, which is about chapter number 5. Dear students, the name of the chapter number 5 is Around the World in 80 Days. Around the World in 80 Days, and it is from Guided English Introductory Book. Hope so everyone will open this book on page number 25. We will start from 25 and we will inshallah finish it at 29. So we have page number 25, 26, 27, 28 and 29 for today in today's lecture. So here is your teacher, Sarfraz Nadeem. So we are going to start our lesson number 5, dear students, and the topic is Around the World in 80 Days. First, we have reading section. So, dear students, you can see over here a page, and we are going to start to read this lesson. We'll try to read it. Lesson 5, Around the World in 80 Days. Today, a person can travel around the world in less than 80 hours in a fast aeroplane. Soon, no doubt, it will be possible to do it in 80 minutes. In 1872, when this story takes place, few people thought that it could be done in 80 days. Mr. Fogg made a bet that he could do it, and the book tells the story of his journey through the Suez Canal, across India to Hong Kong, Shanghai, Japan, America, and back across the Atlantic Ocean to England. If you want to find out whether he won the bet, you must read the story for yourself. This is how the bet was made. Dear students, this is the story Around the World in 80 Days. So here in this lesson, we have to learn this is how the bet was made. But if you want to read this story, you can just open the novel book or you can see other books where the journey is written, that how Mr. Fogg started his journey and completed or not completed. So here we are going to start the bet, how the bet started or how the bet was made. Mr. Fogg and his friends were sitting by the fire in the club that evening, talking about a robbery. A thief had stolen £55,000 in banknotes from a bank on 29th September. That was 3 days before, and the police had not caught the thief. The police will never catch him now, said Mr. Stewart. He will be out of the country in London. Oh, yes, they will, said Mr. Rat. There are detectives watching all the railway stations in London and the ships at Liverpool, Glasgow, and Southampton. And even if he gets out of the country, there are detectives watching the ships at Brindisi in Italy, at Suez in Egypt, and at New York in America. Oh, let's play a game of wit. Never mind the thief now, said Mr. Flanagan. Said Mr. Flanagan. They began to play, but later, when they were shuffling the cards, they talked again about the robbery. At least Mr. Stewart, Mr. Rolfe, and Mr. Flanagan talked. Mr. Fogg said nothing. Mr. Fogg very seldom spoke. Seldom, dear student, means rare, not talkative or not much talking. There is a reward of £4,000 for the capture of the robbers, said Mr. Rat. They are sure to catch him soon. Where could he go with all that money? The world is a very big place to hide in, said Mrs. Stewart. It was a big place a few years ago, said Mr. Fogg, speaking for the first time. Has the world grown smaller? Laughed Mr. Stewart. Yes, it has, said Mr. Rudd. A few years ago, it would have taken many months, perhaps years, to travel around the world. But now there are railways across India, railways across America, and ships can go through the Suez Canal. A man could go around the world in 3 months. In 80 days, said Mr. Fogg. If there were storms at sea, he couldn't do it in 80 days, said Mrs. Stewart. If there were storms at sea, he couldn't do it in 80 days, said Mrs. Stewart. 80 days is enough, replied Mr. Fogg quickly. And if the Red Indians in America tore up the railway line, 80 days is enough, repeated Mr. Fogg. I would like to see you do it in 80 days, said Mrs. Stewart. I'll bet you £4,000 it is impossible. It is possible, said Mr. Fogg. Will you do it then? Said Mrs. Stewart. Oh, let's get on with our visit, said the other gentleman impatiently. This is just a joke. It is not a joke, said Mr. Fogg. Seriously, I have £20,000 in the bank. If I do not go around the world in 80 days, that money will belong to you, gentlemen. Mr. Fogg took a diary from his pocket and looked at it carefully. Looked it at carefully. Today is Wednesday, 2nd October. 2nd October. I will leave London tonight at 8:45 p.m. I will be back in this room on Saturday, 21st December at 8:45 p.m. If I am not here then, you will divide my £20,000 between you. Now let's get on with the game. So, dear students, this is the lesson how the bet was made and how the journey will start. This is in the novel book. You can see in novel, and now we have a comprehension and vocabulary. It was all about the reading section. We have two exercises over here. Complete these sentences using words taken from the passage. Now, this is exercise A. Now, what we have to do, complete the sentence. Again, we have the sentences, they are left out with words, and we have up to the careful reading, we can fill these gaps. Okay, so let's come to fill these gaps. So, first, another word for robbery is yes. Who will tell me, dear students? What you say? Another word for robbery is yes, thief. Okay, it's again theft. Okay, theft, robbery again. Another word for theft is what will be robbery? Okay, robbery. So they are the same. Thief or theft, whatever you say. A dash is a place where money is kept. What is the place? Bank. Very good. Number three, Mrs. Stewart thought that the thief had left the dash. What? Country. He thought that he left the country. A policeman who does not wear uniform is called a what? Yes, detective. Detective. Okay. So number five, New York is in Desh, America. America. Number six, what is a game played with Desh? Cards. And Mr. Stewart thought, number seven, that the thief would be able to Desh, hide, able to hide. Number eight, £4,000 was a big dash for catching a robber. A big reward. Reward for catching a robber. Number nine, Mr. Ralph thought that the world seemed dash because of the new dash. What will be here? Number nine, first blank, world seemed similar. Similar because of the new, yes, Because of the new railways. Railways in America and India and the dish. And the dish. You can say uh, railways in America and India and the Suez Canal. Yes, Suez Canal. So, dear students, number 10, the amount of the dish was dish. Now, what will be the amount of the bet? What was the amount of the bet? Yes, who will tell me? How many euro? 4,000 pounds. Sorry, 4,000 pounds. 4,000 pounds. Yes. So, dear students, 4,000 pounds. This is exercise A. Now we will move to exercise B. What we have to do in exercise B, dear students, some of these sentences are true and some of untrue. Some are untrue. Write true or untrue after each other. Now, dear students, here in this exercise, we have given few sentences. Now, what we have to, after the careful reading, it is up to us that what about these sentences? These sentences are true or untrue. Let's see. The thief had not been, yes, the thief had not been caught. Is it true or false? True. Yes, it is true. Number two, Mr. Stewart thought that the police would catch him. Yes. Is it correct? No. Untrue. Number three, Mr. Ralph thought that the police would catch him. Yes. Yes, true. True. Number four, Brindisi is in Egypt. Now, untrue. Where it is? Actually, Brindisi is in Italy. Mr. Flanagan did not want to talk about the thief. True. Yes. Number five. True. So, dear students, here we have completed the five sentences. Now we will move to page number 27, where we have the remaining portion of this exercise. Yes, dear students, we are on page number 27 and we have number one. Number six, Mr. Fogg did not say it a great deal. Did not say it a great deal. So, what will be here, dear students? Is it true or untrue? Who will have? Yes, this is great deal. Number six, true. Number seven, Mr. Rolfe thought that a man could go round the world in 80 days. Who said Mr. Rolfe? Are you agree? Is it true or untrue? Mr. Rolfe thought that a man could go round the world in 80 days. Number seven, untrue. Untrue. And number eight. Number eight. Mr. Stewart thought that it was possible. Mr. Stewart thought that it was possible. Is it true or untrue? Yes, untrue. It is untrue. So, dear students, the exercise B is done over here. Eight sentences were given, and we have completed these eight sentences. Now, dear students, we have exercise C. What we have to do in exercise C, dear students, we have to do make sure that you know the meaning of and can spell these words. Use your dictionary if necessary. What are the words? Divide, multiply, subtract, aid, diary, calendar, register, bet, wedge, lottery, and gamble. So these are the words. What you have to do, you have to write the meaning of these words and also spell by yourself at home and by the help of dictionary. This is your homework, dear student. Exercise C is your homework. Okay. So let's move to the oral exercise. Now, what we have to do, dear students, here in oral exercise, we have read each question in table 1 and answer it in as many different way as possible in table 2. Now, what is in table 1? Where is the pencil? Where is the ruler? Where is the notebook? Where are the apples? Now here is the single we use is. Here is the plural and singular and plural. Where are? R is used for the plural. Apples, the pieces of chalk, the matches. Okay. And number table 2, the pencil is in the box. Now, dear students, in box number 3, preposition is used. What is used? Preposition. Make up at least 20 questions using table 2 with what is in column 1, what is in the box. In box number 3, we have, dear students, preposition in, on, under, beneath. What is preposition? Preposition is a word which tells the position of a noun or a pronoun in the sentence. Where is pen? On the table, inside of the table, under the table, like this. So look over here, look, you can see, yes, there are prepositions given over here, like in, on, under, beneath, near, inside, outside, in front of, behind, and by. And these are prepositions used, like the pencil is on the box, the ruler is under the bag, the notebook is beneath the bag. You can say the apples are inside the basket, the pieces of chalk are in front of the desk, the matches are by the desk or whatever. So these are the tables. Now we have to move to the page number. Yes, dear students, we have to move to page number 28. Yes, we are here on page number 28. Again, we have a table 3. The house is between the two buildings. The aeroplane is across the river. The monkeys are over the hill and they are through that opening. The birds are at the end of the lane or below the top of the bill. So, dear students, here in these tables, we learned that how to use the preposition. So, same for this, we have, dear students, the exercise over here. Yes, exercise of written exercises. Yes, written exercises, and a exercise complete these sentences by adding prepositions. What we have to add over here, dear students? Prepositions. So, number 1 is the question here, an exercise that what we have to. So, in dear students, here the cars are dash. The cars are dash. So, we have to use over here. So, what will be the preposition to use over here? Who will help? Yes, the cars are on the roads. On the roads. Number 2, he is hiding. Dash. He is hiding behind. And it doesn't mean that the only whatever the prepositions I am using, same you have to use. You can say, like, for example, the cars are beside the road, alongside the road, on the road. He is hiding behind the door, next to the door. It can, according to the sentence and up to you. Second, we have the dish is dash the table. So what will be here? On the table, under the table also. Number 4, put the apples dash the basket. In the basket, inside the basket. Number 5, she slipped the letter dash the door. So beneath, under, yes, you can say under the door, beneath the door. Number 6, they rested the branches of a tree. They rested dash the branches. So number 6, what will be here? Under, beneath. Okay, we are going to write beneath. So number 7, they found the children dash the side of the road. Dash the by the side of the road, along side, by the side. So we will write by the side of the road. Number 8, the headmaster was dash study. Was, so what will be? The headmaster was dash his study. In his study. Number 9, the bird was dash the cage. So he was, you can say, inside the inside the cage. Number 10, I waited the house. I waited, I, yes, waited house outside the house. Number 11, the little boy ran a tree. Yes. Number 11, what will be under a tree? Okay. There is a tennis court dash the school. What will be? Yes, in the school. Number 13, they were walking dash stream. Yes, number 13. What will be? By, in, near, along, up to you, huh? By a stream. Number 14, he parked his car, dash another car and a lorry. So number 14 will be here, dear students, between, okay, behind, you can say, behind, in front of, by, okay. And number 15, she lived in another land, the sea, dash. So number across, you can say, across, more can, over, beneath, can be. Number 15 or 16, the little girl felt frightened, wandering, wandering dash on the wandering. So what will be here in number 16? Wandering among, okay. And number 17, he jumped dash the fallen player. Yes. So what will be here in number, yes, 17, across, over, here will be over. Number 18, the swimmer disappeared dash the word. So what will be in the water? Okay, you can say under the water. And number 19, the aeroplane flew the clouds. So what will be above? And the last, the coin slipped his fingers. So will be through, yes, the coin slipped through the between. Okay. Okay. So dear students, exercise A from the written exercise we have completed. Let's move to page number 29. We are here on page number 29, dear students. Now here we are, what we have to do, we have a composition. What we have? Composition. Composition A and B. So the B composition, write 20 sentences about objects in your room, saying where they are. For example, the box is on the top of the cupboard, the map is on the wall. So what is inside of your room? What are the things which are in your room? You have to write the 20 sentences about these objects which are in your room. So this is your homework composition. B is your homework, dear students. So you have to send it to me, and I will wait for this composition. This is your homework. Okay. So we have, then after the homework we have a useful words and phrases. Eight, 80 is used. Eight is used with the different uh, in different sentences. Have a look over there in which different ways it is used. For example, number one, I shall stay at school until I am 15. Number, the concert will take place at the town hall. I bought it at the top on the corner. He stayed at home yesterday. The two countries were at war for 3 years. Are you good at games? He's very good at drawing. Are you laughing at me? He pointed a gun at me, and they were throwing stones at the coconuts, and you should never shout at people. Now, there, the eight is used in different ways over here in these sentences. Now, what we have to do, we have exercise. Finish these sentences using eight. Now, we have to finish. The half sentences are given, dear students, over here. And what we have to do, we have to finish these sentences with eight, dear students. So, we have to finish. For example, number one is she lives dash. She lives dash. Now what we will do? What will be here? At home, at a hotel, whatever. At home. Okay. Number two, they play. The play will take place. The play will take place dash at 7 p.m. at the theater, whatever you say, huh? At the ground. So we will say 8, 7 p.m. Okay. Now, number three, she bought some sweets. Dash. Uh, yes, number three, what will be? At the sweet shop. Okay, at the shop on the corner, you can write. So we at the shop. Okay, on the corner. Okay, you can write. Number four, my brother is very good. Very good what? Very good at football, music, English, computer games. We write it football. Okay. And number five, everyone laughed at him, at my head, at her. You can say her, at him. Number six, it is rude to point. It is rude to point at anyone, at teachers, okay, at people. Number seven, the farmer shouted. The farmer shouted at the cow, at the man near the machine, okay, at the bull. What do you say? At the cow. Number eight, the boy threw a stick at a tree, at a dog, okay, at a dog. Number nine, he didn't go to school. He stayed at home or at his grandmother's home, whatever you say. And last, in 1940, England and Germany were dash. What they were? At war. At war. So, dear students, we have completed the exercise of useful words and phrases. So, you have homework about the composition. Here it is homework composition. And exercise B is your homework. Composition B. Write many sentences, 20 sentences. How many? 20. What you have to write? What is in your room? Table, chair, study table, you can say. So box is on the top of the cupboard, the map is on the wall, the lamp is beside the bed. Whatever the objects are there in your room, you have to write one by one, but 20 sentences you have to write about this, dear students. So, dear students, this is all about this lecture. Inshallah, see you in the next lecture. Until that, Allah Hafiz, dear students.